Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video and to a new backtesting session. Right, so today I'm gonna put my strategy into the test one more time. Right, as always, our weekly backtesting sessions. So this strategy right here, I wanted to do this video on the 15-second time frame because some follower on my Twitter account requested that, but unfortunately the data on NinjaTrader is, I don't know, corrupted. I keep getting a lot of wicks, long wicks out of nowhere. So I couldn't do that there on the 50 seconds. So I'm gonna test it on the 1 minute time frame as always, right? So on this strategy right here, take a good look at it, right? I did a lot of videos about it. I don't need to explain it again, but it is so easy. You can understand it by just looking at it. All right, so let's get started, right? Let's first of all, and we're going to use FX Replay for this backtesting session. A great software. You can get 15% off and 5 days trial if you use the coupon code down below or the link, right? So let's choose a random date first from here. And we're gonna do this on NQ. And let's choose 2016. Alright, so let's get started. Let's see. So Wednesday, right? I'm gonna start from Wednesday. Okay, so let's get started, right? Let's start from 10 a.m. New York time. Okay, so what do we have on the higher time frame? Let's go to the 15-minute and see what's going on. Let's check first of all the 1 hour for a general direction, so we don't get caught in a reversal point. You can see that we have this zone right here that we can work with. More details on the 15-minute. We have another zone on the 5-minute, right? Okay, so let's move forward price, and when I see a potential setup, I'm going to stop and I'm going to walk you through the logic behind it and why I think it is a good setup. Okay, so this I believe is a good setup. Yes, it is valid. This is like the first stop, and this is the second top inside the zone, right? So it is valid based on my trading plan. I don't know if it's a winner or a loser, but it is valid based on the plan right here. So we have the sweep, we have the first stop, right? Sweeping of that low. It doesn't have to be the first stop. Sometimes it is a low that is part of this leg right here before the breakout structure. And then we have the CSS confirmation, which is right here. So let's take our entry from the 30%, stop loss here, and let's see what's going to happen, right? So let's put our order. Okay, so this was losing one, that's all right. I'm gonna move on. So someone asked me about my win rate. I don't usually calculate my win rate based on the number of trades, but based on the winning days, right? So by the end of the month, I calculate how many days I was profitable with trade. And it is a pretty good ratio. I'm like 80 to 85% winning days during the month, right? it looks like we swept this high right here or this low, and then we have the break of structure right here. Let's see if it is a break of structure. Yes. So this is also a good setup. Let's take another trade from here. So I don't care about the number of setups per day. When I hit my target, when I hit my limit, stop loss limit, I stop trading, right? Okay, so beautiful. 2R or 1.8R, right? Beautiful. So we are up 0.8R for the day, right? So the logic behind the trade one more time, easy. We swept this with all the wicks, and then we closed above the candle that calls a sweep, right? We return back into it for 30% entry and 2R trade, right? So let's remove this and let's continue our journey. Let me show the entry. So here you go. This is the first loss. And this is, always put your stop loss below this low, right? This is a protected low, guys, right? It swept this, right? And then we have the break of structure happened here. On the lower time frames, it will look like this. On the lower time frames, it will look like this. So always put your stop loss below this right here. Let's go back to the 1 minute. So I don't like to limit myself only on one time frame to trade from, right? I like to have multiple time frames because sometimes we have body closure. On another time frame, we have only a sweep, right? Okay, so we are moving away from this zone. Now this will become the SNDR. Let's see how price is gonna react from the SNDR. Okay, one of my favorite setups is sweeping the SNDR like this. This is one of my favorite setups. Let's see if price is gonna give me a nice entry from here. Let's go from the 0% this time. This strong bearish move. I don't think that price is gonna give me a deeper pullback. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So 1R, we are up 1.9 R, right? It could have been like a 2R trade, but that's all right. This is how you trade. This is how I trade live. Sometimes I use my intuition, right? So I said I like this setup because when price, and we are inside the zone, right? This is the zone that we are inside it, right? So, and this is the SNDR. So when price fails to close below the SNDR, it tells me that the SNDR is actually still rejecting price to the upside, right? If price close below the SNDR, we might go to this zone right here, right? So this is why I told you that it is one of my favorite setups, and I discussed this in my reviews, right? So let's continue. Do we have a sweep here? No. So we closed below the SNDR right now. Now this is the target right here. Let's give it another color. This is the origin of the move. We might see a rejection from it, but I need a sweep first. So we have a sweep right here, but I didn't like it because we have another sweeps here. So we have sweeps on the upside and the downside, so I don't really like this formation. Unlike here. So we pushed away from the origin of the move. Beautiful. Now we have this zone to work with. Let's see. I hope the chart is not getting messy. Do we have a 2-minute sweep? It looks like that we have a 2-minute sweep, right? And let's see if we're going to close above it. Yes, we closed above it. So I'm going to take my entry from here, direct entry, market entry, and let's target 1.3 R. And let's see. Okay, so I'm losing a trade. That's all right. So we are up like what? 0.8 again, or 0.9. Let's go back to the 1 minute. We have a sweep on the 4 minute right here. No, but nothing. We don't have body closures, right? So not valid. So this was what? F1C minutes. Okay. This is a genuine backtesting session. I'm not going to cherry pick the day. This is how I trade live. Sometimes I reach my target from the first trade and I stop trading. My target is around sometimes 2R, sometimes 3R. It depends on my mental state. We have a couple of zones right here that we can capitalize on a move. We have this. Although I don't like to catch falling knives. Let's go to the 1. We swap this. Okay, so another beautiful setup. As always, I don't even need to explain the logic. We have a zone, we have a sweep on this zone. We have a sweep, we have only wicks, close above the sweeping candle, return back, I mark it in from the 30% and a beautiful 1R trade. So now we are up 1.8 or I don't know. Let's see if we're going to get another setup before the market close. All right, so we are up on the day. So basically I faded this whole move to the downside, this news move. This whole news move swept this, and then now we are trading to the upside, right? So let's see. Beautiful structure is forming. So we have multiple sweep sides here, but no body closures. Body closures below the sweep candle is very, very important. Now we are trading to that as a long wick. Let's see what's going to happen. So why we are seeing this up move from here? If we go to the 5 minute, so this is where the break of structure happened on the 5 minute. So this whole range is now offering the pullback, right? On the 1 minute, the a break of structure happened here, right? From here, and we get that rejection here, right? This is why I was still looking for potential buys from here. Okay, so we swept. So here we have a body closure, right? Above this, but we also have wicks here, so I don't like it. I don't like to see opposing setups happening on the same time, because when we sweep this, it means that the high that brought in this low is considered a weak high, right? So we can liquidate it. But when we sweep this high, when we sweep it and fail to close above it, now this low is considered as a weak low, right? So I'm opposing setup. I did a whole video about it and a couple of NQ market reviews, right? Sometimes it will work, sometimes it won't. I don't like that at all. I don't like to. Okay, so it didn't work, right? So I don't like it. I told you. Now we have another sweep. So if price maybe this like trades to here and then we have a sweep, I don't consider this a valid entry from here, right? So this is a valid entry right now, so I can take it. I can put my limit order. But if we fail to close above here, then I'm gonna simply remove it. So let's see. Okay, so now we close above it, right? We're gonna keep it. But the problem is now we have this whole zone right here. And this is like the origin of the move. And I'm not sure if price is gonna go all the way to here, right? It's gonna go all the way to the origin of the move. So let's remove this. Let's look for another entry if given. Nothing. Nothing here. We have an entry from here, but no zone, right? What's happened to the volatility? Oh, sorry. We are at 6 p.m. So we ended the session with how many trades? Let's take a look at the analysis, right? So this is how usually my days go, right? I don't care about the win rate of the overall win rate. I care about the win rate of the days I'm trading, right? How many days I ended in green, right? Like this. So for example, this day 1.95 R, right? And then I calculate how many days I ended in profit. This is how I do it. So almost a 2-hour day. It is good in my book, right? A total of 5 trades, 3 winners and 2 losers. Let's analyze the average RR 1.3, right? This one went to 3.5, this one to 1.7, 2.7. Okay, so I could have worked on my targeting, and this is why I like FX replay. It gives me these insights. And here's an example right here. So this is a previous backtesting session. So if we took a look at the analysis, the analytics dashboard, you can see that the win rate is 52%, right? And this is on the span of like 16 trading days. If we remove the weekend, this is like 14 or 13 days, right? So 52% win rate, 49 trades taken, right? A lot of trades. So I don't care about the win rate, right? I don't care about the win rate based on the trades. I care about this. So I was risking 1% per trade, so it's like 26%, right? If we go to here, okay, beautiful. This is based on the days, and here, don't do profit, do risk to reward, right? So as you can see, most of my trades are winners, right? 2.4 R, 5, 0.44, and here's my losing days, 2 R, another 2 R. So this is the maximum loss I'm permitted to take, right? 2 R, and I'm out of the chart. Sometimes I'll take less, like this is only half R. When I feel like I need to close the chart, I close the chart. So this is like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 trades, 14 trading days, and 11 of them are winners, right? Only 3 losing days. So this is like what? 80%? 80% of the days are winners, right? So this is how I calculate my win rate. I don't do it based on a series of trades. So if you like this video, if you found it informative, leave a like. If you have any questions, DM me in my Twitter account or leave a comment down below and I will answer you as soon as I can. Now happy trading and good luck.